To round out this section on advanced dimensioning, I have a couple of items. The first is on the Utilities menu, and it's called Dimension Audit. That's what the tool looks like. And what it does, it checks on all dimensions in the design, and it's looking for overridden text, dropped dimensions, non-associative dimensions, or lost associations. Any problem dimensions are highlighted with a red ellipse and zoomed in for editing. Let's see how it works. We'll use the same drawing as the previous video, and we'll see how many errors it contains. Right now I've selected everything, but you can turn these off if you wish, except for, of course, for one. Let's turn all of them on as I had before, and let's run the tool. Here's the tool, and immediately it pops up with a report on the problems it found in this drawing. Tested 14 dimensions, 12 of which were a problem, and the number of problems was 21. Let's see what problems we actually have. Go up to the next item arrow here and click on that. I'm going to zoom, and if you notice, we have a purple ellipse showing up at this junction here. And this is telling me that this is item number 1 of 21, and it's a non-associative point, meaning that this dimension and this dimension are not associated with that point, which may or may not be a problem, depending on how you view your drawing. Try the next one. And what you'll find is that even though you zoom out to see things, it will zoom in to that area every time. So it's going to tell you exactly how many problems and where they are. And in this case, it's almost entirely non-associated points in this drawing for the dimensions. Now again, it's up to you whether to fix these or not, but at least you know. And if a rigorous dimensioning system is required, this will find problems for you. So you have that drawing in your working files folder. Please experiment, change some of the parameters in here, maybe even add some dimensions of your own which you know are incorrect in some way or another, and see if this tool will find it for you. Now the second item I want to have a quick look at is something in the actual tool settings window for the dimensioning tools. I'm going to start the dimensioning tool here and look here at this A symbol. As it said, it's called Annotation Scale. The lock is on at the moment and the scale is 1:1. This is a method of automatically scaling dimension text up or down in relation to the original size of the text. Again, for details as we have just been looking at. It's useful where you have already dimensioned a drawing and are bringing a detail in to a plotting sheet at a different scale from the original. You will need to scale the text up or down to suit the scale of the detail. Annotation Scale will do that automatically for you. You simply set the parameters and the scale factors, and your dimension text will change accordingly. Now, Annotation Scale really deals with individual models and reference files. And since both of those will be introduced in later videos, it makes more sense to discuss Annotation Scale at that time, because at that point you'll have more information about models and reference files, and it will make a lot more sense. I'm going to leave discussing that subject until that time. In the meantime, we've done a fair bit of work on dimensions. As always, I'd like you to practice what we've covered and do some drawings of your own and work on the subjects we've been discussing.